Well, shit, we're here at episode 23, here at Lucid Temple of the Spotlight series, where we showcase all the upcoming platforms, music, and artists in the dance music industry. And today I got a special guest. You know, this person right here, I want to say I met him back in, what was it, like 2010, 2011? It was like back in high school. Like, I was DJing at a party, and I would just see you, like, pull up, like, to these parties, and, I remember one time I was DJing at a party, and, like, you came up to me, like, hey, bro, I'm a DJ. I go by, I'm gonna just say this, I go by, Doziv. And you think I could drop a set real quick? Like, I'm just trying to put my just trying to play this party and it looks so. And I'm like, yeah, I'm down. Like, you drop a set, and then from there, like, I like the way you played, and from there on out, like, I would always go to parties, and like, I kind of really liked the way like your energy was, and I would always invite you out whenever I had parties. When I was throwing back in high school, I would invite you to play too, and like a lot of things have happened ever since then, bro. But I just want to let everyone know. Today's special guest is Ounces, a music producer, DJ, also who runs a brand that's called Humans Ain't Shit, which is a clothing brand, which is also not just a clothing brand, but we're going to get to know a little bit more about this brand as well, because I apparently, before we start recording, there's a bunch of dope moves that are going to be happening with Humans Ain't Shit, so I'm really excited to talk about more about that. But before we talk more about more of those details, I want to do this segment with you called Quick Hits. And essentially a time questionnaire. I'm going to give you some questions. You're just going to answer as fast as you can, because we're going to time you.
Damn, alright.
And we've done this with all our past guests. We've done it with Karina. Once again, thank you again for being a part of the episode, Carlin. Who's one of our
hey everyone.
who's one of our past guests. We've had her signature autograph on the wall. So thanks again, Carlin, for coming back. Yeah, I appreciate you.
I'm representing Humans Ain't Shit, everyone. So. Part of the team.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Ounces, David, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alright, sounds good. Here we go. This is Quick Hits. Let's get it. Question number 1. What is your social media handle?
Ounces Music.
Favorite DJ software?
Tractor.
Favorite producing software?
Logic.
Logic? Oh, shit. Favorite genre of music?
Drill. Chicago drill. Trap.
Age you started DJing, making music?
DJing like probably like 14, 13.
14? Okay. Favorite streaming platform?
Spotify.
Favorite BPM?
145.
A special skill?
Special skill? Dang. Musician, cook, I don't know.
Yeah. We're fucking cooking.
Yeah, I'm cooking.
First festival?
First festival? 2013 EDC?
Alright. Why? Why was that your first festival?
Because it was in LA and someone just took me.
Alright, bet.
The last year was in LA, I think it was like 2012, 2013.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Alright, what is your dream festival?
My dream festival? Rampage.
Rampage? Alright,
yeah.
for sure. To attend or to play?
Both.
Hey!
Both, bro, both.
Both. I mean, for those who don't know what Rampage is, it's like a really big, pretty much the mecca of bass music over out there in Europe, and
Belgium.
Essentially like the Lost Lands of fucking. I don't even want to say it's like a Lost Lands of Europe. It's its own thing. It's like Rampage is like the fucking Las Vegas of bass music. Like you just get all of the sickest dubstep bass music artists, drum and bass. Like it's. Yeah, I like that answer. A lot of people say EDC Las Vegas, and that's respectable. But Rampage, I mean, I like that fresh. I like the answer. It's like so fresh.
Bro, every time you see like clips from people performing, you're like,
dude, I always watch the live sets from Rampage on YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm just like, damn, fucking Berta, fucking
craziest back-to-back several. Like, what the heck?
Shit live at Rampage.
Yo,
it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen one day.
Oh shit. Well, that was Quick Hits. Here at Lucid Tempo, David Ounces. Thank you for coming through, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm tired from, selling merch all these, like, for the past 4 days, actually.
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, dude, this past week has been pretty productive, at least for all of us. You know, I've had that show last Thursday at Mescal. You guys played. You guys drew a set as Humans Ain't Shit. Carlin did another set inside as well. Did the show Thursday, downtown Riverside. And then yesterday, we all saw each other again, for the pool party that Synthetic Retrospect
Spring
threw.
Splash, heck yeah! Shout out Retrospect.
Yeah, that was a fun event.
Synthetic.
Had a great time. Saw a lot of people reunited and got a lot of like I don't know. I've met a lot of familiar faces there, and a lot of like newer faces that I met too. So it was all a good time. We were all there. Pool, bass music. I always like the production that Synthetic always puts on too. It's just top notch.
Supernova.
Yeah. Shout out. Thanks for the invite. I really appreciate it.
Pro Supernova.
Yeah, Pro Supernova.
Pro Supernova.
Yeah.
Was getting down.
Yeah, it is.
Yesterday's setup was badass, bro.
It really was. You have to set up yourself badass too, man. I mean, so first off, like you're a DJ, music producer. When I first met you, you were I met you as a DJ. So when I first met you back in 2010, 2011, like I want to let the fans and your audience know a little bit more about how you started getting into DJing and music, and then we'll lead into like more how you started the Humans Ain't Shit brand. But when did music and DJing all started for you?
So DJing started probably like when I was like in 8th grade, because of a freaking DJ Blend. DJ Blend.
All right.
So watching his videos is like what got me into like. First of all, it's what got me into electronic music.
Oh, I got you.
And it's also what got me into to DJing myself, you know, because later on I was like, dang, I want to do what he's doing, you know.
Yeah.
And then so it's kind of weird how I started like DJing electronic music, and then I started doing hip hop. Cause then all throughout high school, like I was just like, you know, playing parties, throwing parties, and it was nothing but hip hop, you know. It wasn't until like 2015, 2016 that I started listening to like dubstep again, and then I started producing like in 2017, like late 2017.
All right.
And
Logic. I'm guessing from the quick hits. All right.
Logic.
Yeah, it's not often and common that producers produce on Logic. It's either it's usually Ableton
or FL.
And then obviously Ableton people are always coming up to me like, hey bro, like join Ableton. I'm like, nah, bro.
Join Carlos.
Everyone wants to join. Yeah, everyone wants to. Yeah, everyone wants me to leave from the good side to the dark side. So fucking A. So. I'll make it happen sometime. I'll make it happen. Once I get a Mac. Yeah, once I get a Mac. Because I got a Windows, you know. FL Studio works smoother like that. Alright, but yeah, so you started producing back in 2017. And then, you got any music that you've been working on recently right now? Or do you have any music that you've released in the past recently?
So, I haven't released music since like New Year's.
Oh, okay. But you've had music out, like
I've been
everything too.
Yeah, actually on SoundCloud. On SoundCloud, I dropped all my unreleased music. A lot of people don't know that. I kind of didn't make an announcement about it. I just dropped it and saw whoever, you know, just let it go out to the world. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff on Spotify. I think my last release was like in February, March maybe.
All right.
Yeah.
Right on. What's the process of you making music? Because when I listen to your music, you know, it sits in the realm of like rhythm, dubstep, like heavy bass music. Like, what's your, what made you go into that direction? Like, are you passionate about that type of music? Is that the reason why you make that particular type of style of EDM?
I would think it's the high energy of it.
Okay, I got
so
you.
I've always been around. I like music that's like very like energetic, very angry, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
That's why I also like Jersey. Because it's like very high energy.
Yeah.
But it's like I feel like I couldn't really innovate too much in it. Like I feel like I wasn't too comfortable making it. So, but in dubstep, like in dubstep rhythm, whatever you want to call it, it's I'm more fluent. I'm able to like show like my own style, like my own sound. I don't know. I'm able to express more of who I am rather than just like you know. Like
I get what you're saying because your Jersey Club, like I like Jersey Club because the genre brings a particular style, right? But there's foundations that kind of keep you, like, I want to say limited, but like Jersey Club, it could be simple and it could be not too complicated.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you try to express yourself as an artist, you want to be able to like really give the listener like those extra details and what a genre can provide in terms of like, the elements. So like when you say bass music and dubstep, obviously you could, you know, you're not really too limited with like the foundation of dubstep because dubstep has evolved.
Yeah.
Like, and you could easily like kind of express yourself a little bit more. Way more specific with like how you do your leads, your bass drops, and all of that. And I feel like dubstep just gives you that playground to do those kinds of put those kinds of musical details, so you can let your fans know like, hey, like, you know, this is my expressions of like how I made this track. This is my expression in this particular genre. Like we could use Jersey Club as an example, but this is my full expression and how it is in dubstep. And like I can see it, man. I can see that like heavy bass music, dubstep is like around that type of your genre caliber.
Yeah.
Are we expecting a little bit more of that type of music? Are you still planning on making that style of music, or do you soon or maybe in the future plan on doing like multi genres, or you're sticking on that path like bass music?
So I'm gonna be making a lot of dubstep. So I'm always gonna keep making music, you know. But they're mostly gonna be for shows, especially the shows we got coming up. So it's more so like I just want to be able to play my own original music rather than everyone. I mean, I know a lot of artists that make amazing music, but I want to be able to express myself also like during my sets and stuff, and show the people what I can do. I guess because everyone wants to see what you can do. What you can produce and stuff.
And don't get me wrong. I mean, there's DJs out there that kill sets, like they fucking murder it. They don't produce, but again, like I definitely respect what you say. Like, and I feel the same way. Like as artists. As producers, like you always want to try to include like as much originals, even remixes or whatever that's like creatively made by you, like in your set.
Yeah.
But like again, I started off DJing, so like I started off playing other people's shit, and so whenever I can squeeze like other amazing music that's not for me, I'll do it. And like you guys see it from other major artists too. They'll play their own originals, and then they'll be like, hey, I got a collab from, or I got another ID from this person. It's not me, but so like. I think the main thing when creating sets, and especially when you're an artist, the challenge is keeping your set balanced with originals, and then if you want to, if you don't want to make your set fully original, you could make some room for like other great music from other artists. So I think that's like one of the challenges that I feel like a music artist can come through when they're trying to create a set that's maybe 70% originals and then like 30% like other people's music. Yeah. So like. Again, there's not that challenge when you're a music producer and you just want 100% all of your originals. You're just gonna be playing your own shit, so you're just worried about like whatever's music that you're playing. Yeah. So I mean, to each their own, man. I mean, for me, like I make my own music. Like I make a lot of originals, but I still strive to look around for bangers that are not mine. Cause again, like you always just want to like showcase other people's shit, other people's work. You could tell that like the music that comes out, like it'll do great like through radio, through shows, through live performances. So. It's a really big thing when creating DJ sets, but the goal is definitely to keep having your own original music in your sets, which you do have out there, man. And dude, like you've grown like all the years, bro. I mean, we all started off somewhere. We all started off somewhere, right? So. And then not only that, you're not just making music or DJing. You even started your own. I mean, now at this point, I don't even want to call it like strictly like a clothing brand. Like it's simply a brand that not just simply not clothing. It's a. Well, I like to say it's a message, but I guess it's turning more into a movement just because. So what? Humans Ain't Shit. That's something that you had started like a couple months ago. What is it for those that are just seeing it from the first time? Like what can they expect from Humans Ain't Shit? What's the message behind it? And how did it all start? Like how did it all start?
Sorry about that. So I guess well, not even guess. The actual the message is that like the humans ain't shit. You know what I mean? So we like there's just so many things going on in the world that is like man, it's all based off of human greed. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things that can be fixed. There's a lot of things that we wouldn't have to go through. Well, not us. I feel like us. We live in we're very privileged people.
No, we are, dude. We're spoiled. We're fucking spoiled, dude.
So we don't get to see the ugly side of life. You know what I mean?
We're brats, bro, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And it's because of that. It's because of that selfishness. Like I mean, it sucks to say it, but humans are just selfish. You know what I mean? If it doesn't affect us, we won't do anything about it.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, but the minute something inconveniences us, like we try to make a difference. We try to do this and this and this. You know what I mean? But there's so many people out there that don't get to live the way we live. And
no, facts. Like for example, third world countries and like other people that don't have those type of resources.
Yeah. Even here in this country, bro. Like you can go down to downtown LA and see the imbalance in society. You know what I mean?
No, facts.
So it's definitely all around the world, but you can see it right in your backyard. We can see it here in our own city.
Yeah, here in Mobile, you go straight to Sunnymead and.
Yeah, exactly that. You know what I mean?
That shit.
So yeah, definitely, it's a lot of things that can be solved if it wasn't because humans were so shitty. So not even just with other humans, but with the environment, with animals, with a lot of things, bro. There's so many things that go on in the world because of human greed. That we gotta spread that message. Let them know they ain't shit.
Let me ask you something, cause like with making a brand that's stating that humans ain't shit, and it's highlighting like the greed of humanity, with like trying to make sales to other humans, you're selling them products that's like humans ain't shit, but they're humans. Like, what's the challenge with that? Because I've seen people do buy your shit. So like, I do believe that people are they. It's not like you guys are saying like you guys are lighting the message that humanity, like the greed is within humanity, and I feel like people can see the message that you guys are putting up with humans and shit. So it's like, for some people that I feel like for some owners that when they start a clothing brand, like something like humans and shit, I feel like for me that could be a little
Hard to market.
hard to market. Yeah, like hard to market. So like I want to know like how
I can't even
like,
advertise it. I can't like make advertisements or like sponsored posts.
Oh wow.
So that's a huge challenge as to why we can't like spread the brand faster than I would want.
Right, and that's why I wanted to talk to you too. Like, what's the obstacles of like, you know, with like guidelines of like, you know, trying to reach to other people, like, you know, because humans ain't shit. You know, some people may not take that too too easy.
They don't. There's a lot of people that definitely get offended when they first see it, but it just takes me. At first, people think like, "Oh, what do you mean humans and shit?" Like, look at everything there is around you. Like, we have phones, cars, blah blah. Like, okay, man, look at the environment. Like, look at everything else we're doing. Like you feel this way because you have this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, you feel like animals aren't important enough, or like other people aren't important enough for you to place yourself in their shoes. You know what I mean? Everyone's so self-centered that they don't think about those things, you know.
Right.
Where we could all kind of like, all right, let's not be so greedy. Let's calm down a little and spread a little more evenly, you know. I heavily believe in capitalism. I'm a business student, so you know.
Well, obviously, I mean,
you know.
hey, we preach capitalism over here.
But at the same time, I feel like out of the goodness of humanity, we should be able to like help other people out, because not everyone starts off with the same. With the same advantages, I would like to say, you know, everyone starts off and a lot of people start off in the dirt, you know, and very few are able to build themselves up to where they're able to be comfortable, but most people don't, you know, and so yeah, like I said, it's just here to spread the message, because like we can spread this to people, let them know, and it's not gonna make a difference, you know, because it's just human nature to be that way, you know. But we can't let them know that they ain't shit. And luckily, there's a lot more people that agree with the message than that are against it.
They usually, like, when they see, like, the merch of us wearing it, they're like, oh, like, I need it. Where can I get it? Because they could relate, you know? They're like, yeah, humans ain't shit.
I was actually at a store before I got here getting ourselves some drinks, and one of your friends, I don't want to say her name, just to hide her identity, but I was wearing the Humans Ain't Shit shirt, and she was like, oh, you know David? And I was like, yeah. I'll tell you the name after the podcast. But she was like, oh, you know David? I was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, that's what's up. I'm blah, blah, blah. Do you know me? I'm like, nah, I don't know you. You're wearing a mask, so it's kind of harder. She's like, oh, well, I mean, yeah, like, I'm a friend of David's. Like, I noticed you were wearing the Humans Ain't Shit shirt. Like, that's just tight. Even another employee, when I was, like, going to get the drinks, like, they had complimented me saying, oh, nice shirt. I like it. And I was like, all right, cool. Well, humans ain't shit, you feel me? Yeah. And, you know, she just went back to work. But you know what? It's crazy that you know with the Humans Ain't Shit brand that you got going on. It's good to see that, you know, there are people that are spreading the message. You know, you guys already had a bunch of support. People are buying merch. You guys doing photo shoots. You know, putting in that work. What does the team consist of? Like, is it? I know we have Carlin, Karina.
Carlin.
Yeah, are both you guys like partners or partnerships in this?
Yeah. So she runs the marketing, the promotions, the spot. You know, like pretty much like spreading the word. She also helps me gather the models. She's the one that linked me up with Gabe, with my photographer. Right. Gabe. Shout out Slow to Gabe. And yeah, so
social media.
She definitely helps a lot.
Right on. All right, so you guys are you guys both own the company.
Well. So
partnership.
Yeah, it's she's more like my marketing manager, like my marketing.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta feel it.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. Well, is it just you two though, or so it's just a team of you two, or is it more?
We're doing everything behind. Yes.
Yes, doing like all the work. It's just us two right now. There was two other people that kind of just fell out of the other partnership, but But yeah, it's just us two right now. But it's definitely been growing a lot ever since we brought Carla Munch to the team. It's definitely been brain growing a lot faster than because it's really hard to do everything by yourself.
Tell me about it, bro.
So so yeah, bringing a helping hand, especially someone that knows what they're doing. You know.
Look, man, I'm gonna tell you straight. I'm gonna tell you something right now, bro. Anyone can start a business like nothing. You can get your LLC and shit, but to be consistent is a different beast.
Exactly that.
I've seen so many people start platforms, especially in Corona, like during the pandemic, or they had, it's just the work. They gotta put. It's like, yeah, it's easy to come up with a name. It's easy to come up with the look, but it's the consistency, and it's that's gonna keep you within the awareness and the surroundings of your reach. So it's good to see that you guys, since you guys have been launched, it's been like consistent. And that's what I feel like a lot of business owners that start off doing platforms, they need to be more on that with consistency of content. Very important. Me and Robert always talk about this with Lucid Temple. Like, we gotta always be pushing content because we see ourselves as like an entertainment platform. We want to get people are always going on their phones, checking stories, checking posts. If they could get entertained, that's a result that they thrive off of like a feeling like that, seeing a funny video or seeing like something that they could relate to, it's just shit like that we try to focus on myself and Robert with doing Lose the Tempo. So I know, tell me something real quick. Is creating content, is it as hard as it looks?
Yeah, so
it's not as simple as you plan it, right?
Yeah, no, specifically for me, I feel like I suck at making content.
Same, I suck too.
But we do have plans.
We do have plans, but yeah, we're definitely getting better at it as we work and
as we learn more about it and everything. We actually want to like start going out in public and interviewing people like for our social medias and asking them like, what is the worst thing a human has like made you?
Yeah, what's the shittiest thing
experience or a shittiest thing a human has
or
made?
What's the shittiest thing you know of? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Because a lot of people are passionate about different things. Like,
oh yeah, I bet.
So I feel like if we all gather that passion together, maybe we can make even if we could make the slightest difference, like that's already a big win to me, because I want it to be more than just a brand, like you said, anyone can make a brand, anyone can make a successful brand, but is your brand gonna mean something, like if you stop making clothes, are people gonna remember your brand, or do they even have to buy your clothes for your brand to make a difference? You know what I mean? So I feel
it's a lot of things that you could I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I want it to be more of a movement, more of a because maybe if you see it, maybe you won't want to be so shitty. Maybe like instead of like being mean that day or like ignoring something that you would have seen, maybe you'll be like, you know what, I'm not gonna be so shitty today. Let's make a difference, or like let's help someone out. It could be something as little as that, and that's that's all I want it to be.
All right.
But going back to the thing that you were saying, because I do want to add to that you were saying that you got to be consistent. So consistency is one thing, and getting over obstacles is another. I personally know a lot of people that as soon as they encounter like even the slightest obstacle, they give up. They don't want to work to overcome it because sometimes it requires a lot of work, but you just got to overcome it, remain consistent,
and just know there's gonna be. The obstacles are going to be inevitable.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of obstacles.
Definitely.
Because they're going to be inevitable. And it's your job and it's your, honestly, ponte las pilas, you got to get over it. Find out what you need. If it's a ladder, if it's stairs, if it's a helicopter ride, to get over that obstacle. Just figure it out, work towards it, and then boom, to the next obstacle, to the next obstacle, to the next obstacle. And then you'll see that just by learning how to crush obstacles, it just gets easier. Figuring it out becomes easier and easier and easier.
And it makes it easier to believe in yourself because, contrary to popular belief, like everyone doubts themselves. Everyone definitely faces doubt. Everyone definitely everyone's not sure whether what they're doing is gonna work. But as you keep going over things, as you keep experiencing more and more, you believe more in yourself.
Dude, I wake up every morning. I always think that with what I'm doing, it's gonna work. So if there's that,
we all do. We all wake up that morning. Man, is what I'm doing right, or am I wasting time? Because time is very precious. We don't get to rewind and get to do things all over again.
Yeah.
So it's definitely important question every single day whether we're doing the right thing or not. But things do reassure us. you know, like as we see like our vision growing, as like we see things like, again, as we experience things, like it definitely reassures us and gives us more motivation to keep on going.
All right, I feel it.
So yeah, just say that, you know, everyone's gonna encounter freaking obstacles and everyone's gonna doubt themselves, but it's whether you keep going or not that makes a difference.
Okay, I got you. I like the message, David. I like the message, man. Well, where do you see yourself in within the next couple of years? Like, where do you see the brand?
Man,
How heavily impacted do you feel like the brand will influence?
Well,
like,
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but
maybe sometimes it is good to be ahead of yourself, because even if you don't reach that vision, at least you'll cover a lot of ground.
That's true.
If not envisioning like that big.
because
I don't know if that
I
makes
mean,
sense.
what I can see right now, like the momentum that we're carrying is crazy, man. You know, like I really hope that the momentum doesn't slow down, but if it keeps going the way it's going, man, we're gonna be. We're gonna be a big brand, you know, and that's and I mean it's not so much about being a big brand, but again it's more about like everyone knowing the brand name, you know, because that's actually really important. Everyone needs to know the brand name,
Yeah,
you know.
for
so.
sure. Humans ain't shit, dude.
Yeah.
Right there on your hat. I mean, we're all wearing the
Oh yeah,
brand.
man! I always
Yeah,
always wearing
the
Heck
brand
yeah,
too, you
bro.
know?
That's right, supporting.
You know how to do it for this episode, man. How to do it for this episode. Right on. Well, I feel like the viewers and listeners, you know, I feel like they definitely had a good in-depth, you know, description of what Humans Ain't Shit, you know, stands behind. You know, a little bit more about, you know, what it is that you guys been doing. I mean, you guys can follow the social media on Humans Ain't Shit, right? Just
Humans
like how
ain't
it's spelled.
shit. Humans ain't shit. No, cause you know.
No, because of the guidelines and
Because
shit.
Instagram, you know.
Yeah, Facebook, man. They just
Facebook, yeah.
fucking A, bro.
I wish I can sponsor posts. Everyone would know about it so much faster, but you know, it's another obstacle we gotta face.
I'll tell you what, man. You want to know how much I spent on advertisement these past 2 years with Husky?
Few hundred,
$2,500.
Yeah.
I spent $2,500 in
Yeah.
marketing. But you know what? A lot of people know my name.
Yeah. And that's the
So I will
important
tell you
bit.
this, bro. Once you're able to overcome that like guideline limitations of being able to market it, dude, it's like you'll start seeing people be more familiar with it, bro, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, I just know that the point is sponsored advertising, invest money into like self-awareness of your project, your brand, whether you're a music artist, a platform, brand. Like, don't be scared to invest into ad money, because like you're only gonna reach your following that you're following, or whoever's following you and whoever they share it to. But what about the people that doesn't get you know, that doesn't reach that, you know?
You gotta get to most.
The
to
ad
more
money, the
people's
advertisement
eyes.
is gonna reach the potential like people that be like, oh yeah, for sure, like Humans Ain't Shit. I'm getting promoted posts, like I'm gonna check it out, potentially making them a customer. So again, like I said, maybe that number scares a lot of people. $2,500 I spent in advertising money. Maybe I could have done it smarter. Maybe I could have like budgeted a bit more, done it smarter. But with
you're doing
experience, I have learned, you know, better return on investments on my marketing, and you learn those kinds of things when you just spend money on ads. And I just feel like, you know, not a lot of music artists do a lot of it, just because you know, I feel like when people spend money towards something, they want to expect a return right away.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of times it's not that. That's not the result. Sometimes, like it's the return on investment. A lot of times it's a long term game that you might see later on.
Definitely that.
But you gotta stay consistent. You gotta be motivated. You gotta be passionate, and you gotta really be focused and know exactly what you want to do in whatever passion and industry that you're thriving in. So, David, you know, it seems like you're doing a lot, man. You're doing a lot. You know, you got a good you know, partner, marketing manager next to you that, you know, knows what she's doing. But, you know, shout out to you, shout out to the team. But, you know, before we get to, you know, more announcements and shit about the platform yourself, I want to do another game segment with you called EDM Confessions. Have you heard about
EDM Confessions?
yeah, have you heard about this game segment?
Oh, I think I seen a few episodes of it.
Yeah, have you seen videos or have you seen clips of like this particular segment?
Yeah, I saw the last episode with Eric and
Oh, and a Chance?
yeah.
All right, on.
Yeah.
That was a good episode. Really good episode. Shout out Eric and Chance, man.
Shout out Eric and Chance.
All right, so these are my cards right here. I'm asking them, right? All right. So,
Wait, so this is Carlos?
Oh no, they're
I guess
they're
both-
for you.
Okay.
yeah, for you, and then I'm gonna ask you, and then you're gonna ask me that.
Oh,
Alright.
interesting. I see. Okay.
And then I guess, and then if Kairi wants to like add anything like to whatever I ask, she could do that too.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll go with that. So, Again, for those who are watching on YouTube and on SoundCloud, you go ahead and follow us, subscribe to the channel. You know, it means a lot. That way you guys can stay notified on the upload dates. You know, big shout out to David, aka Ounces, aka Humans Ain't Shit. Also for, you know, another special guest, one of our past guests too, Carlim. Go ahead and give her a follow too at It's Carlim everywhere on social media. You know, make sure to go follow them. Subscribe to, again, the YouTube channel. Follow us on our SoundCloud. You could listen to it through audio, or if you want to see the visuals like you're seeing it on YouTube, obviously keep on coming back on our YouTube channel every Monday and Friday. But good thing I knocked that out. Let's get started with EDM Confessions, bro. Let's get started, man. Episode 23, man. Can you believe it, bro?
Man, that's crazy.
They didn't think we'd get past episode 10, bro. Can you believe that?
Well, here we are.
And who's we and who's they? I don't even know, bro.
I don't know, but there's always
I know
doubters.
there's people. Yeah.
There's always doubters.
Stress.
There's always doubters.
Stress. They're watching right now.
I know so
Watching
many.
right now. All right, fam. So, ooh, I like this one. I wonder who did this one. Was it you, Cuddy? Well, what must you have at a festival?
What must I have at a festival?
Yeah, what must you have at a festival?
Just water.
Water.
I guess it gets hot.
Okay, water. What else? Let's do like what are 4 things you must have at a festival?
Okay.
So 1 is water. Okay, I believe.
Water, tree.
Tree. All right. Weed. All right. We need some weed. Facts. Facts. All right.
Alcohol.
Okay, alcohol. I mean, sure. Yeah.
And man, what else do I need?
Yeah, we must have alcohol at the festival. You're right.
Food?
Food.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cuddy's like food.
Definitely
I love
food. Heck yeah.
Shit. So all right. Well. Oh, I mean, that was 4. You want to add one more? We got room for one more.
Nah, that's
That's about it?
Yeah, I'll just be chilling, you know.
All right. Cool.
doing too
So
much.
water, weed, alcohol, and food.
Yeah.
Right on.
Damn,
That's
sounds
what-
like a good time.
Hey, for those watching and listening, let us know what you guys feel like we must have at a festival. You know, whether that's a Camelback, food, water, tree, you know, whatever you guys think you guys must have at a festival. Let us know in the comments. We want to know about that stuff. But that was my question from me to you. Now let's hear a question from you to me.
All right, this one I really want to know. This one actually. What is the best event / show you've played at?
Lost Lands 2018.
I knew it.
Lost Lands
I knew
2018.
I knew it.
You know what's crazy? A lot of people still don't know that I play Lost Lands. It's funny.
crazy.
They'll be like, "Hey, you play Lost Lands?" And like it'll be like I'll meet them at an event. This happens a lot. I'll meet them at an event. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're Husky, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, blah blah blah." And you're this. Oh yeah, blah blah blah. And then an hour or two later, like maybe I'll see them again. They'll be like, or maybe they'll take a stroll through like my page and they'll be like, "Bro, you play Lost Lands 2018?" I'm like, yeah. They're like, and then it's funny how the energy and like the perception of you, like just it's a bit different. But besides that, like Lost Lands 2018 was my favorite event just because, you know, it's one of the biggest festivals that there is in the United States, particularly in the bass music scene. Ran by one of the biggest dubstep artists out there, Excision.
Yeah.
Shout out to the bass god. I'm sorry, Skrillex. You've been quiet, but.
Dang.
Anyways, yeah, I think Lost Lands 2018 has been one of the best. No, it's been the best event that I've ever played. You know, shout out to MG team for having me out playing at the Tarpit Soundcap stage. You know, that experience flying out to Ohio, meeting the whole team. You know, taking shots with all the major artists like Riot 10, Lumberjack, Must Die. Like, you know, there was a moment where. We were all like at the late night sound camps. It was like a lot of the upcoming artists like myself and other underground DJs, and it was like all the other main artists. Like they were just like it was networking. It was pretty much networking. And I remember one of them was like, "All right, we're all gonna take a shot." And like, dude, Lost Lands was like hooking us up with alcohol. Like, it was ridiculous. And like we were pretty much all able to like fill ourselves up with like a shot. It was like fucking 50 of us like in one big ass green room, and we were all like, "Hey, to Lost Lands and to the future." And I remember that moment and. You know, it was an eye opener for me because like around that time, like I wasn't really playing a lot of shows. I was focusing on music, and so when I got this gig, it kind of really turned my gear into motion, like way more better. And I was like, yeah, like all right, well, this is a little like preview of what it could be like, you know, these next coming months. And ever since then, you know, I've been able to fly out, you know, to Canada, been able to have my own headlining show in Las Vegas, Colorado. So it's been pretty dope, man. I feel like Lost Lands 2018 has given me a lot of opportunities. So I definitely will always say. So far, Lost Lands 2018 has been the best event that I've ever played. You know, it's an honor. Really, definitely is an honor. You know, not a lot of people can say they played at Lost Lands 2018.
Heck yeah, bro. That
And like I've been blessed, dude. I've really been blessed and been grateful, really grateful. Big shout out to Excision, the team. Big shout out to M&G and the team again for booking me and having me out. It was a great experience, man. Really great experience.
Yep. Yeah, the clips look crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. There's a lot more fucking clips out there, but
you gotta follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Gotta follow him on Instagram.
But yeah, that was my best event. All right, next question. This is tell me a time you've got lost at a festival.
So I've actually never got lost at a festival.
Huh.
People lose me. Like, well, I like. Yeah, people just like leave me, and I'm just like, yo, where'd you go off to? And they're like, oh, restroom or like water. I'm like, oh, all right. So yeah, I've technically never been. I'm never the one that walks off. I'm just always just chilling, and people just leave, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'm here by myself now. And then
Yeah, I feel you. Okay.
I guess like the time that I've been the most lostest, I guess. Nocturnal Wonderland, like 2019, 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, I lost all of my friends. Well, they lost me. they wander off, and they just wander off, you know?
Yeah, you know what? I feel like a lot of times, to add on to that, I feel like when I go to festivals, I try not to go in a big group. I feel like it's just like less headache that I have to worry about. Like, cause I feel like when I go with someone with a group, or if I go with people there, like I would think that I would want all of us to always be like kicking it. But then once people start going like different ways, like meeting up with other people, like there's just headaches that you know, it's a longer conversation. But I just rather like I'd rather just go by myself, so
and
that way
go
like
with people there.
I'll never feel like I have to like I gotta go look for blah blah or I gotta look for. So I always feel like I try to keep like my group of people like when I go to festivals like pretty small because, you know, it's just like I want to have a good time and there's been times where like, you know, like I said, you don't lose people, like people just lose you and like you just like. And these times you want to be like a good human being and you want to like, you know, make sure that your friends are
Everything's
all right.
good,
Yeah,
know?
so it's like one of those
Make sure
things.
they didn't get taken by a stranger or something.
Yeah,
know?
exactly, man. You know,
A
a lot of sketchy shit happens at festivals, man. So you gotta look out for everyone, man. You know, if you guys look out for, you know, your friends, look out for your family.
Especially even though they're faded, because a lot of people we faded at these festivals.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah. What about you, Cuddy? When was the last time? When were you lost at a festival? Can you remember a time?
I don't think I've ever been lost. It's just like David. It's like they lose me.
I got you. Yeah.
It's like we gotta put a bell on these people to
Because
know when
like
they walk off.
exactly, because like I want to see one artist and they don't, so I leave. Well, you know.
No, yeah, and that's one of the
then
reasons-
they want to go watch. Like, they want to go to the main stage. I'm like, no, that's not me.
No, yeah. I always tell people. If I go in a group, I always tell people like, hey, I'm letting you guys know right now. If the whole group wants to go see Afrojack, but I'm trying to go see Excision. Peace. I'll see you guys at this time. We'll meet up right here. Like, I'm not gonna try to force you guys to come with me, cause like I'm here to like see the people that I want to see, and I feel like groups are more respectable. Like, I feel like groups actually like are cool with that, you know, like, cause again, you're there for the experience, and like however you want to relive that experience in that festival, you know, whether that's with the group or that's with yourself, and like enjoying it with other like-minded people, being at whatever stage you want to be, like that's the best way to experience a festival. Just that's one of the best ways, you know. Always go see who you want to see, regardless if your group doesn't want to do it, and just meet up at a different time. Like, just meet up. There's gonna be other people that want to see the same artists you do, and they'll be there.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of hard to feel alone at a festival. I feel
That's true.
it's kind of hard to feel
people
alone.
always come up to your festival. Yeah, it's crazy. People are friendly.
Yeah, I remember I guess I got lost at Hard Summer 2015.
Man.
But yeah. Episode 22 with Cody. You guys can check that out. All right, so what's the next card? This
one right here. Light show or headbang?
So light show or headbang is our edition of Truth and Dare. So, you know, I'm not trying to make things complicated, so I'm gonna do a light show. Let's do truth. So you can ask me any question, I'll answer it honestly.
Man. Least favorite event you've played at? I'm gonna word it like that because I was gonna word it a different way.
Yeah. Least favorite event I played was White Elephant with Black Sheep at the Catch One. Yeah, that was like the wackest event, the least favorite fucking event promoter I ever played for. I've said his name like in past episodes, but like he doesn't need that fucking exposure anymore. Fuck that fool. But dude, like pretty much what ended up happening is that.
I know.
Like I was supposed to play. I got booked to play for support for Black Sheep, right? It was like catch one. Homeboy was like, all right, well, this is what you're gonna play. This is your set time. This is how much you're getting paid. Blah blah blah. The event's gonna be good. Just show up. You know, bring who you said you're gonna bring, and blah blah blah. I go there and like I can already see the red flags. Motherfuckers like asking me like if I'm cool, like go to like give up my solo slot to go back to back with someone else towards the end. And like it's just it's one of those red flags. And especially me, this isn't an unpopular opinion, but I actually don't really like going back to back a lot if I don't have chemistry with a particular person. I saw a lot of times when a lot of you guys like come up to me at shows and say, "Hey, let me go back to back with you." Like I'm gonna say no a lot of times just because nothing personally between just you whoever asked me that. It's just like I gotta have already like that confidence and that chemistry that you're bringing, and we gotta be on the same page. So, and I like one of the examples, one back to back partner I always like going back to back with is Carly. I'm like, I think the chemistry's there. Like
amazing chemistry. You're like the best back to back partner I've ever DJ'd with.
She's one of the examples like. If they want to go back to back, I'm open to it. Like I'm open to it. But like a lot of times, like I just want to have my own, again like solo set. And then right here at the event, like the guy was pretty much telling me like, hey, so the other dude didn't bring, he didn't sell that many tickets, and
so like
8
people.
And pretty much like he wants to know if like you could go back to back with him. And that's the only way you'll be able to play tonight. I'm like, no, hold up, no. I was supposed to play this set time, like I'm so my friends came here to see me play a solo set, not on some like I'm playing with some other dude that I just barely met, and he was like, well, I mean, this is like the only way it's gonna work. I'm like, well, all right, well, like look, I'm already here, I'm gonna play, but I'm only playing for 20 minutes, and like I'm bouncing, like I'm gonna leave like my back to back partner like hang. I'm gonna tell him that I'm leaving, and that's what I ended up doing. Like I played like a couple. I played just to get some content, pretty much. Like at that point, I had Edward. Shout out Bypass Productions, like fucking sick video, sick photography. Like I've had him come through, and I don't want to like feel like his time was wasted. So I just took the set. I told him like, hey dude, we're just gonna get some pictures, some videos, which he did, and we've shared. And I was like, look, dude, once we get these key shots, these key films, like I'm gonna just tell my partner now that hey, I'm bouncing, and that's what ended up happening. And I didn't like that shit because a lot of promoters think they could get away with that shit, like promising artists like, oh, you're playing this set or this set, or at least they don't try to be flexible with shit. Like, at least with me, like when I learn a lot from other promoters' mistakes. So when I throw shows, like I try not to commit those same mistakes. But don't get me wrong, I always make mistakes. But I always try to make the least amount of errors and the least amount of mistakes whenever I throw shows. And I hope whenever I booked you guys too, it's always been a smooth process. Yep. I've always been like flexible with y'all. I love working with Lil M. So I mean, it's a blessing in disguise that I had gone through that because I learn, and it's just one of those things that fortunately you go through, but you try to take as much out of it to learn about that, and you don't put yourself in that same situation. Yeah, man, I think White Elephant was like one of the least favorite events I've ever played. I think it was just unorganized. You could tell the promoter was money hungry, didn't really care for the scene. A quick cash grab, just for sure. Like the minute, like he was already trying to leave his own event, like by the time we were playing, type shit. He was trying to like already, yeah. So at least that was like 2019, like before pandemic. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry, Black Sheep. Like we got fucked over, dude. Like you should have had a sick ass show. It was in LA. Like he was really excited for it. I was excited for him. We were supposed to like, yeah. It wasn't the most pleasant event. So yeah, fuck White Elephant. I know they blocked their page and shit. They know they're in the wrong because you can't really see any of their social media pages. So he knows his intentions. He knows
they deleted like their page like right.
Yeah. So I don't know. Pretty much a knockoff of fucking White Rabbit Group.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah. I wish I could have kept that simple, but no.
I'm happy with the answer.
Yeah, that's my least favorite gig.
Kind of already knew that was gonna. That's what it was.
That's my least favorite gig, confidently for sure. But yeah, let's see. What's the next one? Last question for you, David, and also, Kari, if you wanna answer this too, you're more than welcome to. You just got the call saying you're playing EDC. What do you do next? What are you doing, bro? You just got the call, bro. You just got off the call, bro. Like what's the very what do you do next, bro?
All right. How long do I? Okay, like I just got the call right now. EDC is when?
Well, let's say you got the call a month before, like
a month before.
Like, hey, flyers going out tomorrow. You're on it.
I'm working on music.
We're gonna all right for sure.
1,000%.
Good answer. Really good answer.
1,000% just working on
Really
music.
good fucking answer. That's a really good answer.
Yeah, if I'm gonna get that platform, I better make the most out of it, you know. And I mean, playing other people's music is cool, but you better take advantage and get your name out there, you know.
Facts.
So.
And then when it's like a platform like EDC, it's just you got all those people there.
Okay.
You could be playing other people's shit and it'll still crack, but if you are
Drop
able to,
IDs,
if you're able
bro.
to slip in more of your IDs, more of your bangers.
It's a bunch of bombs.
When people record shit and they're like, "Oh, whose ID it is?" They're not gonna say, "Oh, it's
Yeah.
Virtual Rise." They're gonna be like, "Nah, ounces or humans."
they're
and
gonna be
shit."
like, I don't recognize any of those songs. Like exactly.
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 Like pay closer attention. All right, yeah, I like that answer. All right, what about one more? What else would you do?
What else would I do?
Would you cry?
I
Would you
would
cry?
cry
Would you cry? Would you cry, Kari?
of happiness.
Happiness?
I
Yeah.
would jump everywhere.
Jump?
Definitely.
Like everyone.
Definitely. Definitely. But at this point in time right now, I feel like I wouldn't deserve it. So I wouldn't be that happy. I'd be like, Punk this year? Did Punk start up again or something? Because, I don't know. I feel like it would be, I don't know. That's crazy.
Look, regardless of how you feel, if you deserve it or not, like, sometimes, like, opportunities present to you.
I'm not going to say no.
No, yeah.
I'm not going to say no.
I feel it. But, like, I'm glad to hear that, like, you feel that sort of, like, empathy and you have that emotion. Because I feel like a lot of times, like when I've had an opportunity to play Lost Dance 2018, like, there was, like, a certain point where I'm like, did I deserve this? Like, there's other artists that, like, been grinding more than me, and, like, I got selected. Like, did I deserve this? Like, I've had those type of, like, doubts. You know
It's
what
like
I'm saying?
Carter, though? Because you'll be grinding hard.
No, I know,
I'm
but
putting a lot of
like,
work.
even from my work ethic, like, even, like, I always try to think, like, oh, well, like, fuck, like, I'm always hard on myself. I'm always like, am I, like, did I deserve this? But when you go through life, honestly, like, it's really not about, like, if you deserve it. It's just, like, you know, sometimes the world and life works in mysterious ways.
Definitely.
Sometimes you get opportunities just random. Sometimes it is your work showing, working off. And, you know, sometimes it's just life works in mysterious ways. And whatever opportunities that you get, just make the best out of them. For sure.
Yeah.
And even sometimes when you get that doubt and emotion of, like, oh, like, I don't know if I should deserve it, or I don't know if you know, it's just, you know, whatever it is that you get, you know, just make the best out of it and be the best and do the best that you can. For sure.
Yeah.
So even if you're not even me, like, even when I don't think I'm, like, that great of a producer, that great of a person that throws shows, like, I always try to do the best in that, you know, because people, so all these people can see that, you know, I'm doing the best that I can. It's not, I'm not doing, like, chump change effort. Like, it's all there, like, my passion and everything. But yeah, so is that it? Pretty much, make music.
Make music. Yeah, I wouldn't. I feel like I wouldn't post about it till like
The flyer
the
comes
week
out.
of.
Oh, the week of.
Because I mean, it's not like I have. People are gonna go to EDC whether I post about it or not. So I feel
No,
like,
I feel it.
you
No,
know
I
what
get
mean?
what you're saying. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like I wouldn't know. I don't know how to answer that question too well because it's not something that I've like envisioned happening anytime soon. You know what I mean? I feel like I still have a lot of hard work to put in before I can play shows like that, or connect myself to the right people. Just kidding.
Hey, if you don't want to do hard work,
Hey, for real. Just kiss ass and connect yourself to the right people.
I was just telling Robert a line earlier. It's a Tara Reid song, and it says, "Most people would rather get on their knees and suck each other off than figure it out."
Mm-hmm.
That's what a lot of people do.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to connect yourself than to work hard. You know.
And I get it. It's a human nature to try to take paths that involve less obstacles, less challenges.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I've had my doubts, you know, especially when I started making music production and all that. I'm just like, fuck, like, honestly, there's a lot of, like, obstacles. Like I got my own website, you know, just doing merch. Like, it's a lot of work. Like, people think that it's just, like, you post whatever the fuck you post, and people think that that's all you do. It's like, nah, like, it's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. A lot of
work.
When you're not posting, that's when a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff is happening. You know, the planning, the coordination, like the scheduling, all that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of work. It's not meant to be easy. And so when it gets hard, don't get discouraged. Just keep on figuring out what that obstacle is and get over it.
Yep.
And again, you're gonna come across another obstacle. Again, repeat the same process. Figure it out, how to get over it, and again, Just getting better at defeating obstacles, man.
Oh, and we can tell who works hard and who doesn't. Like, we know who got there based off connections, and we know who like worked their way
Facts, bro.
there. So don't feel like just because you got there like based off of who you know that you got there. We know, we know. So that's something very important that needs to be said, because everyone can buy themselves into like the platform that they want to be in. But let's get in the studio together and let's work on a collab. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's where it's really gonna show who like put the time to learn like all these, you know, like everything correctly and actually like, you know.
I believe that.
So
Yeah. Less talking, more doing, right?
less talking, more doing.
Yeah, we've had time to think. It's time to start doing, right?
Heck yeah, bro. Freaking just get to work and make some music. I don't
There
know why
it is,
everyone be
there it is.
lagging on it, bro.
Well, everyone had a whole pandemic year, bro, and they're
A
still
whole
fucking
pandemic
off.
year. If you didn't do anything with it, then there's your problem right there.
All right, enough said. All right, last question.
Last question is: create a name for a new EDM genre.
Oh man, this is a hard question.
That's a good one.
God damn. You know what? I think I would call it. I don't know what I would call it, bro. Damn, that's a hard one. I'm trying to think. You guys maybe want to help me out. What would you call it?
Doge House.
Huh?
Doge House.
Doge House?
Shout out
House.
Doge.
What about you? What about you, Kari? If you had to create a new genre.
I don't know. I like very emotional music, so something with like a term related to like
It's like artist. So,
Emotions.
okay, I got you.
emotional bass. Is that a thing? Or?
I mean, this feature rhythm shit.
Emotional bass.
Sad rhythm.
Sad rhythm's a thing.
Sad rhythm.
That's a thing.
Really?
Yeah,
rhythm.
yeah.
The closest to sad rhythm, I would say would be liquid like rhythm.
Oh my
But liquid
No,
rhythm's
that's
like a
not
bit
even-
more
It's a new
beautiful.
track.
Liquid rhythm's like a bit more beautiful.
Oh my-
But
Yeah.
yeah, y'all need to stop being depressed. God damn. All right, so I'm gonna make a new genre. New genre right here. At Lose the Temple. You heard it here first. Premiere. I'm gonna start making this shit too.
Dang.
Fidget rhythm.
Damn.
Fidget rhythm.
Fidget house and rhythm.
Fidget house and rhythm. Which is-
Gee.
What I think now what Fidget House is pretty much a modernized, more professional sounding bass house.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like Fidget House is kind of like in disguise. Like it's just a modernized. Oh, bass house is a much more modernized, professional sounding Fidget House. That's what I feel like it's evolved to. But yeah, I think Fidget rhythm. Fuck it. Like
Fidget
I don't want
rhythm.
to think about it too much. Fidget rhythm.
Well,
Yeah,
can't wait to hear this.
Oh, you will, man. Maybe next year. I got a bunch of stuff I need to schedule. Yeah, working on a lot of stuff. But I believe that's about it. That's all the cards for EDM Confession. Is that all the rest of
Yeah,
the cards?
that
All
was all
right,
the
bet,
cards.
bet. Well, shit. David, Ounces. We're here at the last segment, which is pretty much just announcements, anything that you want to promote for yourself, for Humans Ain't Shit, especially, Akari, if you want to add anything, promote as well, feel free to get on the mic and say something. All the viewers on SoundCloud, on YouTube, and the listeners on SoundCloud, what did you want to let them know that's going to be expected of Humans Ain't Shit within these next couple of weeks or months? What can we
Cool.
expect from y'all?
Within these next 2 weeks, we're gonna drop our summer collection. So May 15th, yeah, we're gonna drop everything on our site.
And then we are performing, so we're not just a clothing brand. We're also like
Performing shows.
We're like DJs as well and producers. We go and represent Human Saying Shit, and we just do
Gotcha.
back to backs with like 3 other artists and
Yeah.
us too.
All right, I got you.
Yeah.
So,
We definitely got a lot of things in the works. But yeah, that's actually like the most upcoming thing is that. And we have a show in Temecula,
Yeah, what's the date for that?
June 28 and 29. We're playing both days. We're also gonna be selling merch. So I think for that June 29 show, we're gonna be selling the fall collection by that point.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we at our shows we
Yeah.
sell everything that we're gonna release on the next collection. So
I
like
got you, okay.
that's why you can't go to a show right now and get stuff from the spring drop. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, that's you can get that on the site. Anyone can go ahead and get that.
On the website.
But
Right on.
like if you go to a show, you get stuff that's not even released.
all right,
yet.
it's,
So
it's that new shit.
yeah.
Like,
So for the next show, we're gonna have like what we have planned for the fall.
Is that the same show I'm doing too, Robert? That they're talking about?
The Love Club?
It's in June?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I thought it was in May. Oh, never mind. All right, cool, June.
Yeah, I got 0629 supposedly 062829.
No, I don't know.
think it was next month.
I'm under the
or-
impression
or-
it's on May. I'm under the impression it's in May, right? Memorial Day weekend.
When is Memorial Day weekend?
I just want to make sure for those who are watching and listening,
Okay,
they
yeah,
know
so-
that they know
So,
the
man,
for sure date.
We have a little bit of confusion with the dates, but yeah, I guess so. It's May.
Wait, so it is May?
29.
All right, so May. What the dates again? 28, 29. So I believe it's a Friday and Saturday. 2 day. It's
Yeah,
a 2 day.
May.
I don't do the bookings, but it's like a rave festival, right? Or it's like a show.
It's like a festival
It's like a festival, right?
because there's a lot of people performing. I think there's like 20 slots.
Do we know where we're
Oh
playing?
wow.
Like is it like at a show, a location?
I don't know the
Know
location.
the location.
Oh, I
yeah.
got you. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll know more information.
Yeah, I don't know
we'll
if it's in
more
the desert or
information.
something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're doing that, and then we have another show, but that one's still kind of in the talks. But so I don't want to give too much info on that one. But we might have another one for May, for
Oh, for sure.
for the weekend that we dropped the collection, the merch.
All right, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. Was that all for the Humans Ain't Shit or anything upcoming for
I have a question for you.
for me?
So you saw the Human Saint Shit set on Thursday, right? Did
Some
you
of it.
catch a little bit?
Some
What
of
did
it.
you think? Like all of us going back to back.
I
Like,
think
how
it's
was
good.
it?
Yeah, I think it was good. Yeah, I think it was good. I mean, it's a super. I mean, when I think of a Humans Ain't Shit, it's like a fucking. It's pretty much like Endgame, back to back. Like everyone's just up there.
Everybody's
And,
just
and that's
up
the thing too that so when before we'll go back to like your announcements, but when you guys do these back to backs and these performances, do you guys just choose whoever or like how does that all work? Like who do you guys bring on to like those particular back to backs?
so
Is it like people that support the merch or
yes.
Okay.
So pretty much, if you support the merch, you're part of the team, you know. So if you perform, you know, like come on and drop a set with us. So there was a few other people that we have that they might perform, but it just depends who's available that day.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if someone can't like do it, we'll have
Yeah,
someone
we'll have
else.
someone else
All
come cover for
right.
that.
So an artist or a DJ that purchases you guys' merch, like they have the incentive of possibly being
Yeah.
reached out to and playing a back to back with
yeah,
them.
or they can reach out and we'll put them on the list. 'cause,
All right. Yeah, for sure.
You know, we
That's
want to
good. That's
include
dope.
everyone
Back-to-back.
and make them feel more like family. Because this is what we are. We're a team. We're a family. We're people just pushing the movement. You know.
All right.
So
fair.
if you fuck with the message, you know, then you're fucking with us, and let's, you know.
Yeah,
you
I think
come enjoy
I think the performance went good. Yeah, I
Yeah.
liked it. People,
So,
I think people liked it.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
for it being a B5B, 5 people going back to back, I think it went pretty very smooth. Cause usually like it.
I see what you mean by that. Like 5 people going back to back and it going smooth. Cause a lot of times, and I've experienced this where I go back to back with 2 other people. I'm just like, you know what, you guys go back
Yeah.
to back. Like, I'm gonna just chill. Like you guys definitely like need this shit. No, but like 5, yeah, I'm glad it goes smooth, bro. Cause you know it has to come with coordination. Like
Yeah.
you know, I've seen the videos and the clips when you guys going back to back. Like you guys are whispering in you guys' ear. All right, I'm gonna play
Yeah,
this
yeah,
track."
yeah,
And
that's how
then
we work.
Synthetic raising the boost volume. I seen that shit. Like synthetic over here.
Hey, synthetic. More people saw. More people
10
saw.
seconds before that, I told him, "Hey, don't put the music up." He's like,
Oh,
"Nah, just fuck it.
It was the booth, not the master.
true.
Nah, I'm excited to see more of it. Yeah, I'm excited to see who you guys keep on having for those back to backs. You know, keep us up. Well, you know, people can follow the social media to see where you guys will be. You know, dropping the clothes and all that playing. So that's good. You know, so you're saying the next one's gonna be Memorial Day weekend, the next back to back event, right?
Yes, we're playing.
Okay.
We're playing that same show.
For sure.
Well, Husky and Human Scene Shit are gonna be there.
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, gonna be selling my merchandise as well. Humans and Shit will be there, selling their merch, going back to back as well. Anything you want to add on, Karina?
We're also gonna be like releasing music under Human Saint Shit.
All right,
So
for sure.
our artists, we're all like gonna get together and like collaborate in music and just like
And it's
release it.
releasing as Humans and Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, for sure.
Yeah.
Right on. I'm excited. When can we expect maybe a release?
Maybe
Sometime
like
soon.
a couple, like
2
2
months.
months. Yeah.
All right,
2
for sure.
months. Yeah, we gotta get to work.
We definitely
Yeah.
got to work.
Yeah, sounds good.
Last thing I want to say is book us. You know, so right now we're open for booking. You know, if you want to bring us to a show to either sell merch, you know, have us all perform, hit us up. Our Instagram page is it'll be somewhere. I'm guessing like
Yeah.
drop somewhere, and yeah, I'm gonna actually make an email today for our booking, so you can hit us up on that. Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
well,
it.
I'll have the description information on our video description, so people know where to go for your personal like
The human scene shit
and
page.
shit. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I'll get that all covered, man. Well, David, thank you so much for being a part of episode 23 of the Spotlight series. It was really great to hear a bit more of the process of your brand, a little bit more about what we might be coming with Ounces. I'm glad that Karina came out too as a special guest. It's always good to have past guests come through. Thank you so much, Carlin. We know you
course,
guys'
thank
time
you.
is precious, so coming out here, coming to the Lucid Temple HQ means a lot. I hope you guys had a great time. Hope you had a good time as well, David, being able to talk about more about your brand.
Yeah.
Get the listeners and viewers to know
Definitely.
more, connect with you a bit more. That way they can see the actual mindset of behind Humans Ain't Shit and Ounces. So, yeah. Before we conclude, man,
Yeah, I just
I
wanna
wanna get your autograph.
Okay, and then I want to tell you guys thank you for having us, and dude, I really appreciate I really appreciate and admire the work that you guys have been putting here.
appreciate
Not just you, but Zion Don back there.
Yeah,
you know what I
for
mean?
sure. Zion Don,
Definitely the
Yeah.
perfect
Shout out.
person behind the scenes. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, and not a lot of people behind the scenes get that credit, and so like again, it's not me also running Lucid Temple. It's my partner Zion Don. We both own the company, so
Yeah.
we're both partners. We see this shit eye to eye, 50-50. So
Yeah, it's
you
crazy
know,
to see you guys improve and like you said, remain consistent. It's really cool. The episodes are getting really
yeah,
cool.
yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that up because it's not all just me. People think this Lucid Temple is just all me, but a lot of it too is Robert. So
Yeah.
and Zion
Yeah.
Don, So we're glad you brought that up to light because a lot of times those behind the scenes people like they do a lot of work but
They
don't
do a
get
lot
the
of work,
credit,
bro. Mhm.
or they feel like they don't get the credit, and it's I want to put like light to that, because a lot of times like a lot of the most important factors and the most important developments and the brands and platforms is a lot of times those behind the scenes people that don't put themselves like on camera or like they don't want to be on the spotlight too much, and
Yeah.
honestly a big shout out to my partner, Robert Zion Don, that does the audio recording, video editing for the episodes. So I mean it helps me out a lot with content and shit. So I mean couldn't have done this by myself, to be honest.
Yep.
The way it is, I couldn't have done it by myself.
Shout out, Robert. Thank you
out,
for
Robert.
everything.
Yeah, but that's episode 23, man. David, thank you for coming through. Carlin, appreciate you coming
Thank
through as
you.
well. Yeah, you guys can follow them on social media. And yeah, man, well, go ahead and choose a spot. Let me get you that, here, here's a Sharpie right here.
I'm just gonna
So go ahead and choose a good spot. It's going to be permanent, so
put it right here.
you want to look at the video, see how it looks. Maybe you want to get a good spot of that.
Yeah, I think it's
And if you guys like today's episode too, once again, we are live on SoundCloud. If you guys just want to listen to audio, episode 23 here with Ounces, aka Humans Ain't Shit, with special guest, past guest, Carlin.
Shout out.
It's always a great time talking with
Can I
y'all.
put human scene shit under?
You could, yeah, go ahead. $5. Nice play. It's all for content, dude. It's always for the content. Ounces, Humans Ain't Shit, man. Thank you so much for coming through
Yo,
to
thank
the
you for
Spotlight
having
series,
us.
man. I appreciate it, man. Make sure to follow them. Thank you guys so much for following Lucid Temple, for always tuning in Mondays and Fridays. We appreciate y'all. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Make sure to give us a thumbs up on the video. Make sure to follow me at Husky Base. Make sure to follow my partner, True Rob, aka Zion Don. Make sure to follow Ounces, aka owner of Humans Ain't Shit, alongside with the partner Carlim at It's Carlim. Damn, got that pretty smooth. Shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got
Fucking
this
hell.
down, bro. You got it
So
down.
thank you guys so much for being a part of this. Thank you to everyone that's watching Lucid Temple.
Yo,
We
thank you,
appreciate
guys.
you. This will be up Mondays and Fridays like always. Stay updated. Follow us on social media, Lucid Temple, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Peace.
Bye, guys.